Yeah, a lot of lightning with these showers and storms, a lot of heavy rain, but it is starting to at least trend in the less impressive realm as far as what we saw earlier this morning. A lot of heavy rain. Again, that flash flood warning. You can't stress that enough. Turn around, don't drown. That's in Adair County, Northern Adams County, and Cass County. But we are looking at this moving from west to east, and again, it is starting to break apart just a little bit more. That heavier rainfall in Indianola, also in the metro right now. I'm going to take a zoomed in look here in a moment, but even Newton, all the way down to Sheraton, seeing that band of heavy rainfall, lightning associated with it. Non-severe as far as this. We're not looking at the tornado threat, the large hail or anything like that. Could be a little gusty, maybe even some pea-sized hail, but not going to be anything destructive. But even moving in now into the metro, still going to have that pretty more moderate rainfall, but even further off to the west, starting to wrap up closer to the Waukee area, at least becoming more of that light rain. And that's going to make that a little bit more or less impressive, and hopefully you won't see as much pooling on the roads and highways across the state. Even further off to the east of I-35, further to the north, again, that heavy rainfall over Marshalltown, but further over Ames, starting to diminish a little bit more, and especially Grand Junction moving further out to the west. Let's talk about the rainfall totals. The more impressive spot in this state is what I'm highlighting right now, just because, again, that flash flood warning, the reason why is because it's 3 up to 4, even close around 5 inches in some spots in those counties. Further east, Winterset, about 1.5 inches estimated in Indianola and Des Moines, around or underneath an inch of rainfall at this time. But we're not done with that rainfall just yet. So we have heavy rainfall this morning, especially in central Iowa right now. Highs will be in the low 80s. And as we get into this afternoon, still going to be holding on to some rain chances with those mid to low 80s further to the southwest. Further to the northwest, lower chance for the severe weather. It'll be more so mid 70s. You can't really get that with the atmosphere that we're looking at this afternoon. The severe weather threat further north you go isn't going to be as high, but it is going to be, especially to the southeastern quadrant. So Corydon, Albia, Centerville, Knoxville, and surrounding areas, that severe weather threat is going to be higher. In fact, that's the highest in the state as we go in this afternoon. So let's talk about it. Hour by hour, more of those showers and storms, non-severe as we go throughout this morning. Mainly shifts further north of I-35, expecting some more of those showers and storms to form through the morning. And as we even extend to this afternoon, some spots just going to be complete washout for today as we keep on adding those rainfall totals. Going into this afternoon, 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock, this is when I'm expecting to see more of these showers and storms become more severe, and especially as we get to the later evening, 7 and 8 o'clock, really spiking that activity. Still going to be having that sunshine to help warm up the air and get us into that good atmosphere for these storms to develop. But by 10 o'clock, they are moving out. We're going to be settling down as we go into the overnight hours. But mainly to the south and southeast, that's the best chance for that severe weather you see on the screen. That's going to be strong winds will be the main threat, and then it's still going to be looking at some large hail and even that tornado threat as we go into later on this evening that direction. Pockets of around 2 to 5 inches of rainfall still expected. Still going to have that flood watch in effect for areas east of I-35 for this afternoon with those stronger storms developing. Catching a break Wednesday. We catch our breath, and then we see more rain chances as we go throughout the 4th of July with more sunshine to look forward to this upcoming weekend.